Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of everything.
Protein is one of the three main macronutrients that you're familiar with, carbs and fat being the other two. Alcohol is actually a fourth macronutrient. Protein is pretty much the most important one when it comes to building muscle mass. Even if becoming big and buff isn't really your end goal, protein plays a major role in preserving muscle mass that could be lost during weight loss and as we age. Gym owners, personal trainers, and supplementation shops try to sell protein supplements as the more important way to get protein. But in many cases, those folks are really just trying to squeeze out a couple more bucks from your pocket into theirs. Welcome to the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist and a certified personal trainer with over 8 years of experience in personal training. And I also have a master's degree in nutrition. If you're feeling like there's a lot that you're not clearly understanding about protein, you shouldn't feel bad. Today, my goal is to help answer some of your questions that you might have about protein so you can make better decisions about your eating and supplementation. Let's get started. The number one rule that you should always follow whenever it comes to supplements is to be very careful, be very skeptical, and ask a lot of questions to nutrition experts like myself, registered dietitians, and your doctor. And most definitely, not some muscled up gym bro or the salesman at your gym or supplement shop. Remember, supplements aren't required to be reviewed by the FDA, which means any company can pump out their own products to the market without scrutiny until something seriously bad happens. And you never know if you might be the person getting injured by bad supplements. Several studies have exposed manufacturers failing to include some of the active ingredients listed on the label, as well as some companies including illegal ingredients that have cost athletes their careers. How can you be sure that the protein supplement you choose is a high quality product? Do your research. The highest quality supplement manufacturers are those that voluntarily submit their products to independent quality testers, which in many cases have even more stringent standards than that of the FDA when it comes to testing pharmaceutical drugs. When a supplement carries the USP or NSF certified logo on the label, it's a good indication that you're carrying a high quality product. Before you take any protein supplement, you should take a close look at your regular eating habits because in some cases, people are already getting enough protein, so there might be no need for you to supplement. Using a food diary app such as MyFitnessPal or Fat Secret can make it easier for you to get a good estimate of your daily protein intake. For best results, while using these apps, measure your foods with a small kitchen scale or measuring cup so that way you don't over or underestimate your intake. Amino acids, when put together, are what forms protein. For human protein, it's 9 essential amino acids and 11 non-essential amino acids. Basically, the difference between essential and non-essential amino acids is that you have to acquire essential amino acids from food or supplementation. Meanwhile, your body can make non-essential amino acids by itself. Perfect protein is a high-quality protein that nearly mirrors human protein, such as egg whites, in which there's no excess nor shortage of amino acids when completing a protein. Just because you have one of each doesn't mean that you're going to complete the protein. Think of amino acids as Lego blocks and protein as a car that you want to build. You want to be sure that you have the right quantity of each piece. If you're short on the quantity of one Lego piece, then your car is going to look a little odd. This is the equivalent of a low quality protein. Moreover, missing just one essential amino acid means that your body is incapable of completing the protein. So until you finally acquire the missing amino acids, you can't use that protein. It's like building a fortified house in a rough neighborhood then forgetting to install a front door. Now, if you have all the amino acids, but not the right quantity, it's like the little pig that built his house out of hay. It's really low quality. BCAAs, or branched-chain amino acid supplements, are comprised of 3 essential amino acids, valine, leucine, and isoleucine, which are widely associated with muscle hypertrophy, aka muscle size growth. Does this mean that taking these supplements will get your muscles exploding in size? Not necessarily. Remember, not only do you need to acquire all 9 essential amino acids from consumption, but you also need the right quantity. Having an excess of certain amino acids means nothing if you've got a shortage of others. It reminds me of building a house out of Legos. I'd almost always have to find creative solutions to complete the house when I was missing blocks that I needed, which often led to gaps in my finished product. But unlike the Legos where a little creativity could fill in the gaps, the body can't do the same with excess amino acids to fill in the gaps. According to Schoenfeld and Argo in 2018, consuming 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram per day of protein is an effective way to grow muscle mass. This is quite a bit more than the RDA standard of 0.8 grams per kilogram, which is meant to be broadly generalized for 97% of the population, not so much for those trying to build muscle mass. If you're consuming 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram, then you're more than likely getting all three of the BCAAs that you need, especially if eggs and other animal proteins are consumed. For those on a highly restrictive diets, though, then it would make more sense for those folks to supplement with BCAAs, but they may also be short on other amino acids as well. All in all, do you really need to take BCAA supplements? It depends on your diet, because that's what's dictating the quantity of your essential amino acid consumption. Varying your protein sources can help close potential gaps, which is what I highly recommend over relying solely on supplements. In fact, even some whey protein powders, namely the lower quality ones, may be skimping on the whey by using low-cost fillers so the manufacturers can make more profit. In this case, the powders may have all the essential amino acids to make the protein, but the quality is so low that your body may only be able to use a fraction of that protein to build and repair muscle. In conclusion, things can appear complicated when it comes to protein. Even I have a bunch of questions, and I'm the one with the master's in nutrition. That said, overwhelming yourself by obsessing over the minutiae isn't going to help you much, nor will it serve large benefit in the long run. Ultimately, you want to make sure that you're consuming enough protein to build and maintain muscle mass, and also that the majority is a high-quality protein source. By adding variety to your protein sources and not just relying on supplementation, you'll end up with a much higher chance of successfully reaching your goals through your nutrition. That does it for today's Workout Nerd Out. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you know anyone who can benefit from this video, be sure to share it with them. Until then, I'll see you on the next Workout Nerd Out.